Alrighty, another school day has passed and I just came to the realization that I haven't done an EDC video for a very long time. So as an engineering student and an amateur YouTuber, I think there's actually a lot of cool and useful tech in my backpack that I really want to show you guys, and hopefully you guys will be able to find some inspiration for your own EDC as well. So let's head back home to my studio and let's do some show and tell. Alright, let's open up this backpack and see what sort of goodies we have. And by the way, this is the Brevet Jumper camera backpack, which is literally the best backpack I've ever used. It's got the perfect compartments for what I need, it's extremely durable and waterproof, and it just looks fantastic. I'll go over the backpack as we look through all the items inside. And oh yeah, I'll leave affiliate links down below for all the items I talk about, and they really help the channel out at no extra cost to you. Anyways, starting off the front compartment, I got the best power bank I've ever used, and it's called the Shargeek 130 power bank, which is also previously called as the Storm 2 Slim. I always make sure to charge this power bank every single night because honestly, it's a lifesaver. So first of all, this thing looks super duper cool with its transparent design, as you can see the 4 big battery cells, the circuitry on the front, and there's even a display showing you all the battery statistics like charging speed. And despite the pretty small size of this power bank, it actually holds 20,000 milliamp hours of juice, which means it's airline safe if I can even afford to travel soon, which, fun fact, I haven't been on a plane in 15 years. But anyways, another reason why this power bank is so useful is because it can charge at speeds of up to 130 watts, which is absolutely incredible because that means I can charge my MacBook at full speeds and my phone, iPad, and camera gear blazing fast. I also carry a MagSafe power bank for my iPhone because it's super duper convenient to just snap it on and continue to use the phone without a wire dangling. This one is from ESR and it's honestly been through a lot of wear and tear, but it still works just like day one. This is actually an old discontinued version, as their new version has a kickstand now, which is even better. But anyways, it does look quite bulky, but I'm okay with it since it's 10,000 milliamp hours, which means it can charge my iPhone more than once. The 5,000 milliamp hour batteries are honestly too small and doesn't fully charge your iPhone, so they're pretty much useless. There's also a USB-C port that supports 18 watts for both the input and output, which is great. And finally, because this is an ESR product which supports the Halolock system, the magnets are extremely strong, which I really love. And as for wire charging, I always bring a traditional wall outlet just in case. I have this 67 watt charger that's super duper small and has foldable prongs, and the reason why it's so small is because of gallium nitride technology, which is supposed to have higher efficiency as well. This is called the AOHI Mag Cube, and they also have this super duper awesome cable that has a cool trick up its sleeve. You can actually unscrew the end off and switch between USB-C and Lightning, or even change a straight cable to a coiled one if you need more length. It also supports up to 240 watts of charging, and it's super durable too with this rubberish finish. Alright, that was a lot of charging supplies, but something that's also been really useful for me is this slim Bluetooth mouse that's similar to the cable, also has a cool trick up its sleeve. So from the outside, it looks like a sleek travel mouse, but if you look at the bottom, you can actually pull out this integrated USB-C hub, which is absolutely genius. I've never seen a product like this, and multifunctional products are just so cool. It's got a USB-A port for all your old peripherals like hard drives, an HDMI port for you to plug into an external monitor, and another USB-C port that's used for PD charging up to 60 watts. This is super useful if you go to school or travel a lot, and because the mouse is so slim, it barely takes up any space in your backpack. And also, another really neat feature is that this dongle acts as a 2.4 GHz wireless receiver, which means you don't have to rely on Bluetooth for a lag-free experience, although you can also connect to up to 2 different Bluetooth devices when you need to. And lastly, thankfully this uses a USB-C port to charge, and the mouse buttons are also silent, which is perfect in a school or office environment. Also, ProtoArc is sponsoring a portion of this video, so I want to talk about another cool product, this foldable keyboard. I will admit, I don't carry this every day, but I definitely do when I travel, especially when I visit my family and orthodontist in Toronto every month. It's actually a full-sized 105-key keyboard, which means you get your full number pad and your function buttons in as compact as a layout as it can get. The switches feel really similar to a laptop keyboard with its short travel distance, so there's no adjustment period needed to get used to it, and it can connect to up to 3 different devices through Bluetooth. It charges through USB-C as well and can actually last up to 6 months on standby. But yeah, it's a super handy product, as when I visit my family, I usually use my MacBook with my iPad on sidecar, making this mouse and keyboard duo very useful. Alright, thank you ProtoArc for sponsoring this video, but let's move on. Finally, the rest of the items in the front are just some random essentials like my AirTag in case I lose this backpack or someone steals it, my sunscreen, my SOS spray, my lip balm, some gum, Kleenex, and wet wipes, as I'm always prepared for anything. Now, we can finally get to the top compartment for some more cool stuff. So first up is my headphone of choice, the Soundcore Space One, and it's super affordable at $100, so I'm sure this will be a very popular choice for you guys. First of all, I absolutely adore this sky blue color, which looks so beautiful, and it's really light and comfortable too, especially with the rotatable floating ear cup design. It's got solid noise cancellation for the price, pretty decent sound with a customizable EQ in the Soundcore app, and even some premium features too, like wear detection to auto-pause your music, and LDAC support for crispy, clear audio. This also has amazing battery life at up to 55 hours without ANC or 40 hours with ANC, and comes in this color matched string bag with an aux cable, so you can connect it to your device for lag-free listening. Seriously, a solid pickup, and I honestly think it's the best bang for your buck headphones on the market right now. There's actually a zipper pouch in the top compartment too, where I store the new USB-C or EarPods for backup when my main AirPods or headphones die. It actually sounds very good for 20 bucks, they're comfortable, have amazing microphones, and it connects via USB-C, so it's compatible with any devices, including Android. And for the last piece of tech I have up here, the Samsung T7 Rugged with 2 terabytes of capacity. Since I edit a lot of footage, they often take up a ton of space, and I ain't got money to pay for large amounts of internal storage in laptops, so this does the trick, and it's super compact. It also has speeds of up to 1000 megabits per second, so it can handle all of my video editing without an issue. And for those of you who are non-editors, you guys should also get a smaller capacity to use as backup for all your important files in case one of your devices break. And the last 2 items I have here are my glasses, which I only ever need if I'm at the back of a very large lecture hall. They're nothing special though, just some decent looking blue Ray-Bans I got through insurance. I also have this orange pencil case from LIHIT Labs that I've been using for 7 years now, which stores some of my stationery in case I have old professors that still use handouts instead of digital notes. Alright, 2 more backpack compartments to talk about, but first, I really need to appreciate that this backpack's water bottle slot can actually fit a whole 1 liter or 32 ounce water bottle, which is seriously something so underrated because so many backpacks I've seen can't do that, and I really need a big water bottle. Alright, I'm not gonna go into much detail about the rest of the items, but in this back compartment, I have my MacBook Air and iPad Pro, which are my main devices. So first up, the base model M1 MacBook Air, and it's a very good device for students with fantastic performance, a fantastic screen, best-in-class keyboard and trackpad, and super long battery life. Make sure to get at least 16 gigs of RAM and 512 gigs of storage though, which you'll thank me later for. I also dropped my long-term review on it up here, so you guys can check it out if you guys are interested. And lastly, I also have the 2020 iPad Pro 12.9 inch with the Magic Keyboard, which I use for all my schoolwork. If any of you guys are heading into uni or already in one, you guys should really get an iPad because everything is digital now and it's almost impossible to live without one, especially in engineering. It's just way too useful to be able to do all your note-taking directly on the slides the prof sends out and do all your assignments on it too. And by the way, the case on the iPad is from PITAKA and is one of the only ones that work with the Magic Keyboard. Also, let me know if you guys want a long-term review of how I use my iPad, but otherwise, it's not shown a single sign of aging in the past 3 years, and I'm still very happy with it. And finally, behind the front compartment of this backpack is the camera cube, which is super duper unique. You have to open it with the backpack facing up, and there are just a bunch of Velcro dividers inside to organize all your gear. I don't normally carry my gear with me during a school day, but when I need to grab footage outside, I will throw in my Sony a7C with the Sigma 24-70mm f2.8, a mini Manfrotto tripod, and also my trusty DJI mics for some clean audio. What's super cool about this camera bag though is that there's a side access pocket too, so I can just pull out my camera from there and start shooting. There's even a secret pocket to fit something like a phone in the back, a luggage pass-through strap, and straps on the bottom, which are a lifesaver to carry something like a tripod. And in my pockets, I carry an iPhone and an Android phone. So I'm currently testing the Pixel 8, so this is my daily driver for the time being, and my secondary phone is the iPhone 15 Pro Max. I also carry the Pixel Buds Pro since I'm using the Pixel right now, but I usually carry the AirPods Pro too. And lastly, I have this Ridge wallet that's just my favorite wallet to use because of how compact and rugged it is. But yeah, I really didn't want to make this video 30 minutes long, so I only went into detail about the cool EDC stuff, which I hope you guys like. Also, if you guys have any questions about any products, let me know down below in the comments and I'll be happy to help you out. I also have all the affiliate links for the products down in the description and the pinned comments, and they really help out the channel at no extra cost to you. And on that note, if you guys enjoyed the video, thank you so much for watching. Please smash the like and subscribe button, and also check out some of the other awesome content on the channel. And lastly, have a great one guys, and I'll see you guys in the next one.